Can I talk my... Come on. That other side. The Oakley.
From the home of the 12s, they raised the banner just a moment ago. We are set for football at Lumen Field here a mile south of downtown Seattle. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Seattle Seahawks. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And no return here to start. It's a fair catch, and they will set up shop at the 25. Right away, they'll change the look. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. You talk about this Seahawk defense. Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. We know they have these RPOs in their playbook, and look, we're seeing it here in the first quarter. You think we're going to see it as the game continues?
They trotted them out early for a reason, partner. They're letting them know that this is in the arsenal, and we rely on it. You better be prepared because this is going to be an all-day affair trying to stop them.
He'll decide to keep this once more. And this is going to be a Steelers first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
On first down, Barrett to throw. Got his man, Dell. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. On second down, they'll run it here. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a third and goal. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they got on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Here comes the seventh play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's third down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he will have a Steelers first down, and comfortably so as he gets 5 there on third and a yard. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Gets this to Waller on the crossing route. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Darren Waller, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are on the board first here this afternoon. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here's Walker to start the drive. He'll be knocked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3. Off the play fake. Mayer. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 12. First down, Seahawks. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, you know, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, you know, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. The Seahawks at 4-8 now on the year. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. This defense for the Steelers, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
Yeah, they only allowed 13 points, and you can poll all 32 coaches, and I guarantee you they'd say, we'll take that every single week. But let me think about that for a second. Maybe there'd be one contrarian that would say, give me 10.
And Pittsburgh with 6 defensive backs in the game here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Mayer. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. The Seahawks send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow. Out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
Talk about angling that one perfectly, partner. We know the ball can bounce anywhere, especially how it's shaped. But that one, as if on cue, goes out of bounds perfectly.
Perfect indeed, right at the 1-yard line. Excellent coffin corner punt. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They are back over the 500 mark for the year. A 3-game winning streak really coming at the exact right time, Charles, to get them back into playoff contention.
And it's always a question of when do you want your football team to peak? And everyone always talks about you want to be playing your best ball going into the playoffs, but sometimes you need your best ball before that time. And this team, going into this stretch of games, they are certainly playing their best football of the year.
They work now on 2nd and 9. That's out to the left, flat and complete. Short completion, just 4 yards. And it ends up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Barrett. Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Barrett. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that. Doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
Following the fumble recovery, Mayer firing quickly here, and that's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll make it 2nd down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Mayer. And it'll be intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Working out of the gun, it's Barrett. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get him down here at the 23. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That's a good job by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Now Barrett. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he probably should have given that one off, as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
Back to throw, Barrett. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in his first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
Now they'll audible to something else. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Now Barrett. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 57 yards.
57-yard gain. And the Steelers first down.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Throwing here, Barrett. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right, then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
This 2nd and 4.
Barrett will look to pass it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good hand catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4.
Caught left side. Here's Dell. And he will have a Steelers first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's brought down. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. Here's Barrett. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Darren Waller, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Steelers go up by 2 touchdowns. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And this will be a Seahawks 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. And Walker once more. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 2nd down, it's Walker. Now inside the 25. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Ken Walker, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass. Let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
After, right down the middle, and that'll make our score 14-7. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. Here's Barrett on play action. Dancing to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Barrett. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Looks to throw on first. Buying time to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. So out of the locker rooms here they come, their first drive of the third quarter. And Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
Now a 2nd and 6. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. To throw on second down, Mayer. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Now Tucker to add the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
It's the score. Steelers 21, Seahawks 7. Justin Tucker set to
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. Throwing after the interception, Mayer. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
A gear for Walker running right. And down he'll go at the 25. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
to Walker on first down. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Looking to throw. Mayer. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. Well, their first sack of the game, and it doesn't come from a usual suspect, not somebody up front, but Charles, a defensive back getting in there.
And I can tell you from experience, he's beyond excited to make that play because you're exactly right. It isn't normal to call his number to run at the quarterback like that. Usually you're defending the pass, but he takes full advantage and dumps him to the turf.
On 3rd down, here's Walker. And he's got some space here. He's on his way. Touchdown, Seattle. Kenneth Walker with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Seahawks have cut it back within a score.
Yeah, they would have been happy with a first down, but this is even better. Once he's past the marker, it's cream cheese from there, and he bumps it to the outside, and it's just going to run away from defenders on his way toward the pylon.
Extra point splits the uprights, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 3. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 5 yards that time, taking it himself, and he has enough for the first.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Barrett looking to throw. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. That sack, it goes to Boye Mafe.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Quick pass out to Miller. And he's going to be stopped up right now in the line of scrimmage. So no gain on the play. That'll force a punt on 3rd and 14.
And just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. So here's a 3rd and 14. Back to throw. Barrett. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mayer throwing middle, and it's complete. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end on this 3rd quarter play. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Second down and a little more than a yard here. Looking to throw. Mayer. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense. But when you add to it, you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the 4th quarter. Got to feel pretty good as a defense.
They'll try for the 1st with Walker. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It's a gain of 3, and it gets him the 1st.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll toss this out right to Walker. A good move on the carry, but still brought down just inside the 40. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. Again, it's Walker. Wow, an even 200 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Now an audible here into something else.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's got Smith-Njigba. Touchdown! Jackson Smith-Njigba, 27 yards. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A fourth-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for two, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to them.
Don't forget the extra point. It's something good. And an important one that is we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown. All tied up in the fourth quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, Steelers.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Back to throw. Barron. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Off the play fake, Barrett. And he's got his man out of the slot, complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
Here's the option.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's second down.
Now that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 15-yard line.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. 56 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal.
And he's going to use his legs here.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. A 3-yard run as he kept it himself.
And the Steelers answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. They go play action here on first down. He's got his man in the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Oh, some strong running. Now he's into the clear again. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Ken Walker, 48 yards. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth. Now this one setting up for a great finish, all tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And the fair catch taken. No time will come off the clock. And they will begin this critical drive at the 25-yard line. Here's first and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Well, that's a good first step, but several steps still to go.
They still have time for the possible game-winning field goal. Time for them to be quick and hurry at the same time.
Now second down and a few inches. Forced out to his left. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Inside the 10. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. How about that? Their quarterback, 65 yards. And the Steelers strike quickly to take the lead here in the fourth. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll come up first and 10 here. Back to throw. Gets this complete to Smith and Jigba. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. I don't know that those medium 5-ish yard gains are going to do it right now. Probably should have dropped it, right?
Yeah, that way you save more time on the clock. But I know receivers, they think they can catch it and break a tackle and turn it into a big gain.
Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Huge first down. Got to hurry.
Yeah, now they have to get up there, get set, and then spike it.
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's first and 10 now. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Now second and 4. He'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's
complete. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
Here's first down. From the gun, it's Walker.
He gets away from one. And he's taken down inside the 30. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside.
28-yard line.
This offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here first down. Yeah, looks like they'll move things around here.
Let's show them what we made of offense. Yeah.
Warriors 17. 19 right.
Back to throw.
Throw out wide to Walker.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
Now first and goal.
They'll look to throw. And his ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Obviously, the excitement level here is almost a fever pitch. Down one is tempted to go for 2. I say you go ahead and kick the extra point. You got the home crowd carried into overtime.
I'm with you. I do see some fans, though, holding up 2 fingers. Easy now.
Yeah, but they're not the ones who have to actually make that call, are they?
And now the decision is to go for 2. A gutsy call, and this, in effect, is your ball game right here. They'll look to throw. And it is caught. They got the 2 points, and with it, they've taken the lead. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
And the fair catch taken. No time will come off the clock. And they will begin this critical drive at the 25-yard line. This is first and 10.
He's back to throw. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up, it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So for the Seahawks, the win is their 5th of the year as they move to 5-8. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they fall to 6-6.